there, how are you? This is H. Victoria Hargro Atkerson. I'm an author and a writer, and I wanted to touch base with you tonight just to talk about some of my books. I do historical romance because I love romance and I love history. So those that is my genre, and that is where my passion lies, those two areas. I belong to quite a number of groups who do historical research. I do research on my own, and this summer I have quite a few trips coming up to set the stage for the writing that I will be doing over the winter months. So if you are thinking about being a writer, think about the research that's necessary and the trips that's necessary for you to take that journey in order to learn the details that you need for writing. Research is one of the most important components of writing, which is it can be learning from another person who has had that experience that you're writing about, or a group of people. You can do interview groups of people, like I will be doing out west in a couple of weeks, and also you can go to that city or that town that has that historical information and read about it. It's really very fascinating and it's very enlightening. It's one of the things that makes writing so special, because a lot of times when we write in isolation. We write for ourselves in the beginning with the thought of getting the story told. And sometimes when we write, we may seem a little weird to most people because I know for myself, I write at night when everything else is quiet and there are no interruption. So I really don't see people as much as I would like to. One of the things I keep I get called a lot of times. It's like the vampire, because I only come out during, at night. So that's one of the pitfalls of being a writer, especially one who practices that on a daily basis. And to be a writer, you have to do it on a regular schedule. Commit yourself to the writing process, and it's no telling how wonderful your are going to be. So here we go. My latest book is Enslaved. It's a wonderful story, historically based, about an African princess who is abducted and enslaved in the Americas. And the book before that, which is really a great one, is Buttermilk Bottom. This story comes out of my past, where that was a neighborhood that I played on those streets. And I also knew people who lived there. And I'm also doing another story, another book on Buttermilk Bottom, which will be the real stories told in the words of the people who lived there. So that's something that's coming up. The next one, it would be Walking Among the Kudzu, which is a story about adolescence and the difficulties that young people have in overcoming difficulties in their lives. And sometimes there are many. And one of my absolute favorite love stories is this one, part one and part two of Stones Along the Path. This is a great love story and one that you will always remember. I love writing about romance, and as I said, excuse me, I love writing about history also. So the history is intertwined in the stories that I tell. So it's fun. It's a fun activity. It's a fun profession, and very fascinating. So I ask you to join me in thinking about writing as a possibility for yourself. Even if you only write your family stories and the characters in your family that people may not know about, write that down. It's really important, and get started today because it's really cool. Now, one of the things I want to tell you about today is my book club, which is Book Clubs at Sea. We are going on a Eastern Caribbean cruise on Carnival Cruise Line, February the 10th through the 17th. Please get a copy of this by sending your request to Capri Travel at Comcast.net. I'll be sure to send you a package and let you know how you can get in on this wonderful cruise, because I will be inviting some of my writer friends with me, and you'll get a chance to listen to poetry at midnight, listen to pages from one of my wonderful books about some love scene that we can't do normally on the airways. We'll be taking trips to different islands that we'll be visiting: Puerto Rico, San Juan, no, Puerto Rico, San Juan, St. Thomas, or just a few, okay? So it's a 7-day cruise. Don't go anywhere until you register for this cruise. And as soon as you send me your information, I'll make sure you get the package, because the deposits are due now. That way you have enough time between now and January 2018 to pay that cruise off. So join us. It's going to be fun. We'll be doing wonderful things together and enjoying life. So thanks for listening. This is H. Victoria Hargro Atkerson, and be sure before you go to like this program and subscribe by pushing the red button if you haven't done so already. That is a free subscription, and it will let you know each time I post a video. So you take care, and love to you.